This homily is about the chapter in my community in Brazil. Then this is a cruiser chapter. And then all the meanings here involves my community in Brazil. And I have a friend, he will read the gospel for me today.
The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, "To you who hear, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. To the person who strikes you on one cheek, offer the other one as well. And from the person who takes your cloak, do not withhold even your tunic. Give to everyone who asks of you, and from the one who takes what is yours, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do unto you. For if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do the same. If you lend money to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners and get back the same amount. But rather, love your enemies and do good to them, and lend expecting nothing back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, for he himself is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Stop judging, and you will not be judged. Stop condemning, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and gifts will be given to you. A good measure, packed together, shaken down, and overflowing will be poured into your lap. For the measure with which you measure will in return be measured out to you." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
So thank you for the reading. Dear Crozier brothers, in this time of discernment and thinking about the future of the activities of our community in the next 3 years, I would like to share with you some thoughts. Our charisma is based on community life, which is a challenge for our times, and at the same time, a prophetic sign about following Christ. So, the second reading shows us that we are human. If you have a question, touch yourself. We came from the land, and we will return to it. As a human, we are imperfect. And our walk in this world is a journey of sanctification. As a Crozier community, we are called to be saints through our community. But there are some problems, some things that we must avoid in our community. The first problem is I am not called a cat, but it is a problem that must be avoided at all costs. This problem is the small talk in the ear, each other. Where people are criticized, jokes are made with the speech of the brother of the chapter. Dining room conversations. On the church. And she has a sister we call gossip. But I don't talk about her today. This is draining the vitality of our fraternity and the respect for each other. Okay, second problem is called This problem happens a lot. This problem happens in our chapters, in the community recreation, when we praise the work of a brother in the community. And I feel envious of the work and praise directed to that brother. And then, I started to feel uncomfortable with my brother's things from the community. Everything he does is cause for anger. Then, So I start to attack my brother from the community. Look at the situation described in the first reading between David and Saul, or Saul in Portuguese. One wanted to kill the other for not recognizing the qualities of the other. And this destroys our community, kills a vocation, hurts hearts. Okay, we have more problems. The third community problem is, It's not the brother Paul say, No, it's This is a common problem in our community. This problem happens when we look more at the life of the other brother of the community. When we look at his faults, his mistakes, and every time he does something I don't like, I say, So I judge my brother. In the gospel, Jesus asks us to avoid judgments because I too can be judged, and when it is our turn to face judgment, we feel ashamed. Then we don't have The Psalms tells us about how God is merciful to us, how he cares for us. Our constitutions say the same thing. We should take care of each other, and we should sit down with our brother and talk to him about what happened and ask for forgiveness, or I need forgive. This is a sign of love, of brotherhood. Okay, one last example, one last problem, which affects some in the community, not all, but some. It is issue of no. This problem is when I become selfish. Everything is for me. I want to be the center of attention. My ideas are the best ideas. And the others, no. I'm even crucial than others in the community. I am the really crucial. You are maybe. I am the best. You, no. And I'm start to project on others what I think he should be. So I can't recognize the originality of my community brother. This kills vocations, destroys the coexistence, and creates wounds in the heart. My brothers, in the gospel, Jesus points out how we should be, and our constitutions and the rule of St. Augustine are based on these teachings of Christ, which have love for our neighbor as their center. We come together as a community to be one heart and one soul. My brothers, in the community is more important, my brother in the community is more important than me. I must take care of his well-being, forgive, recognize his talents, help him with fraternal correction on the path of holiness. Not judge one another, but love one another. And this is the medicine that cures all the ills that affect our community. May we build a community on that basis of love and mutual respect, recognizing the values of my brothers and the person he is, to be free from my ego, from myself, then having life in common. Nothing is mine, and all my things are for the community, for my brothers. That around Christ, let us continue on this journey of closer life and discovery each other, and how our charisma is deep and dynamic. So in conclusion, we will be able to say one day, "Yippee!" with each other, because we will have joy to live together. We are Croziers.